church drawing, and so does my spoiled husband. He now claims many of the tools as his own. I attended a party at one of my friend's homes in June and had such a great time with a consultant that I decided to book a show. I mean, who doesn't want to get the girls together for some great food, good laughs, and earn free products? Because I like free. I received my packet from my consultant, and inside was a DVD and some other info on the career opportunity that Pampered Chef offers. At the time, I was really not looking for another job, but I decided to watch the DVD anyway. I never realized what Pampered Chef had to offer and decided that the extra money and free gifts would bless my family. I decided before the show that I was going to join. I really wanted to pay down some credit card debt. We all have that, right? We had accrued it the last couple years. My salary as a manager allowed me to have a stable income, but the only way to earn more money was to take on another promotion, which meant more time away from my family. My consultant came to the show, and as soon as she walked in, I told her I wanted to sign up. She says, I was the easiest recruit she ever signed. Funny part about it was that it started with her. The fun we had at the party put the thought in my head, who doesn't want to have fun with your job, make new friends, and most of all, make money? So my journey began July 31st, 2011, 1 year. At the time, I had been working for 10 years as a retail manager. I felt daily that there was something missing from my life. I felt broken inside. I was working 14 hours a day and never got to spend time with my husband or my 4 beautiful children. So not only was I missing out on something, they were too. I worked in a company where appreciation or praise was far from an everyday occurrence. I could not share my faith with the people that I worked for fear of offending somebody. I felt trapped because no matter how many bad days at work, and trust me, there were bad days, the money was allowing me to live comfortably and my family to live comfortably. My first month was a good start on this new journey, but when I did my first show for my church, a cause that is very near and dear to my heart, I felt such a satisfaction that I never felt before. After that show, I got to see how my Pampered Chef business had greatly benefited my youth group. I felt a sense of reward and a fire inside that I had not felt in years. I recruited my first teammate in November. It was wonderful getting to help somebody else start their business. Through that holiday season, I was averaging $943 a month in sales my first 5 months, while working 60 hours a week at my full-time job. I started noticing how much I looked forward to Pampered Chef party time. It caused me to really think about my full-time job. I needed to make a hard decision because things at work were becoming more stressful. The burden that had been placed on me was more than anyone should ever have to bear. I was told my full-time job was more important than my family. My employers told me that. To me, that was not an option. I leaned on the Lord for strength. Then last February, don't get me crying. Then last February, a decision was made for me. I lost my job. I couldn't believe that after 10 years of working so hard for this large corporation, I was that easily dispensed of. At the time, I was crushed and I didn't know what we were going to do. I was the primary breadwinner for my family, as much as my husband hates to admit that. You know, male ego. Then I realized, wait a minute, I have this awesome business that I control. I need more income. I book more shows. Makes sense, right? I called my friend and just recently promoted Lily Mountain. Yay! And I explained to her what had happened. I asked her advice on how to grow my business quickly and effectively, because I needed reassurance that I would be able to work for my Pampered Chef business at a level that could support my family. She reassured me that she was there for me, and Lord knows she was. And that increasing my business was only a phone call away to find more hosts. She has truly been a rock for me and an endless wealth of knowledge. And I love you, Lily. Then our family was dealt another devastating blow. My father-in-law was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer, which had spread all throughout his body, including the brain. And my mother-in-law was heartbroken and turned to me for support. I'm extremely close to my father-in-law since my husband and I have been together since we were 16. Why was this happening? Why was God turning his back on me and my family? After things kind of sunk in, I realized God had not turned his back on us. This was a part of his greater divine plan. I thought about it and I came to the conclusion that I would have never been able to be there for my family and my husband's family had I not begun my Pampered Chef journey. This was God's plan in action. Now I can be the mom my kids needed and have been waiting for, the wife that my awesome husband deserves, and now the support system to a family in chaos. I've had an overwhelming sense of family from all of my Pampered Chef fellow consultants. They encourage me, they pray for me, and most importantly, they comfort me. With all that has happened in my life since the end of February, I've gone full force with my business. It has helped not only to put money in the bank, but it has been a huge outlet for me with all the stress I've been experiencing with the possible loss of my father-in-law. I shared the business with 2 more teammates in March and promoted to a team leader. My show schedule has filled up, and I have now been averaging almost $1,900 a month in personal sales. I feel a sense of appreciation. I feel a sense of appreciation and feel like life has endless possibilities again. My greatest reward, by making my new business full-time, I am able to keep the most important job first, which is being a mom. Us moms, though, we know that's not a glamorous job all the time. Just saying. But it is the most rewarding, and it's all because of Pampered Chef. In July, I helped another special lady begin her Pampered Chef journey, and I'm now on my way to becoming a director in the world's best home-based business. With all that happens in our busy and chaotic lives, sometimes we lose focus of what is truly important in our lives. Always remember to put God and family before anything else in your life, and you will truly feel a reward like no other. Like I said in the beginning, it all started with a show and a consultant. Carrie Ramsey, I'm so glad you asked. You are not only my recruiter, but my best friend.
Give her one more round of applause.